If you play gigs or you want to get started, you need to have some Beatles songs in your setlist. But not all Beatles songs are created equal when it comes to solo acoustic performance. My name is Finbar and I'm a full-time solo musician based in Edinburgh, and I've played thousands of gigs over the last few years, from packed pubs to more chilled out venues and everything in between. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 Beatles songs that actually land well with real audiences. And the best thing about these songs is that they are simple, fun to play, and they always land well with any type of audience. Now, the Beatles are one of the safest bets for any set list, but if you're building up confidence towards playing solo, then you need to choose songs that actually work with just a voice and a guitar. And don't get me wrong, I'm not claiming that these are the best 5 Beatles songs at all. These are just 5 that work for me every time. They are tried and tested with crowds of all ages. These are just 5 songs that I always come back to. So let's get straight into it, and we're going to start with a bit of a curveball. Now, the first song I'm going to walk you through today is gritty, it's instantly recognizable, and it definitely turns heads, and it is Come Together. It just has that swampy, bluesy feel, and the moment you play the first notes or you start singing the words especially, people tune in. And by the way, I'm going to post the links to the Ultimate Guitar tabs that I use for each of these songs, so if you want to try to play along with this video or you want to save these tabs for later, then I'll post the links in the description. So Come Together is originally in D minor. You've got D minor, you've got an A, you've got G, and there's a B minor in there as well. So if we were to try and play it in that key, it would sound something like this. It come off flat top, he got grooving up slowly, he got juju apple, he want holy roller, he got head down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. So as you can tell, that is too high for me. I'm really straining my voice to reach those notes, and I can just about hit them, but it's too uncomfortable. So we're going to have to change the key first, and then I'll walk you through how I actually play it. So we're going to use the capo, but before we do that, just a quick run through about how I sometimes change the key of songs. So up here in D minor, right? It come on flat top, become, right? That's too high. So one thing we can do initially is we can just sing a full octave lower. So instead of singing "It come on flat top," we're gonna sing "It come on flat top, he come grooving up slowly." Okay? Now that is too low, but when a song is too low, you can just add the capo. So we're gonna go down that full octave lower, and then we're gonna add a capo to, I don't know, we're gonna have a guess, right? Let's say 3rd or 4th fret. Let's try the 4th fret. Okay, we're gonna keep the same chord shapes. Now we're starting on that D minor again. Let's see how it feels vocally. You come on flat top, he got grooving up slowly, he got juju apple, he want holy roller, he got head down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just still and he please. Okay, now that sounds pretty good for me. I'm comfortable there. This is where I tend to play the song, but I've just walked you through how I typically change the key for myself sometimes. So to show you how I actually play it, if you open up the tab that I have below this video, you'll see that you've got that D minor starting off, then you've got an A, G, and then in the chorus for the Come Together, it goes B minor, G, and A. So you might be thinking, okay, what about that iconic bass riff, you know? The good thing about playing solo is that you don't have to replicate those bass runs or anything like that all the time. You can just play your own version. Just something to point out regarding that bass note, those notes that are in there, in the key we're in, right? Down, 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 down. If you think of those notes specifically, down, 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 those are actually within the key of the chord of D minor that we're playing here. So those notes are actually going to be the D string to the A string to the high E and back to the D string. So it's like that. dun 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 dun. It's like a short version of it, right? The actual line is dun 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 dun. But you can kind of replicate that if you want when you're playing. So when you start on that D minor chord, kind of hit that D string first, and then hit the A string, and then on the third down strum, maybe hit that high E. So something like this. And you can kind of replicate that sound if you want to. Now, it's not really necessary, but sometimes it is nice to try and, replicate those iconic parts of songs. Now, strumming I'm using for this one is kind of down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. Something like this. Now, I'm also doing a lot of muting with the palm of my right hand. It just gives that kind of nice percussive sound to the song. So let's do it without the muting first. If I wasn't using the palm for the muting, it would sound like this. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. Then when you add the muting with the palm, it sounds like this. Down, 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 up, down, down, down. Okay, really nice. Other thing I like to do sometimes, I do a lot of hammering all the time. So on the D minor, I'm hammering on and off my middle finger, like this. So I like to continue that strumming for the whole song pretty much. So let's go from the top. Here come on flat top, he gone grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he want holy roller. He got A, head down to his knee. G, got to be a joker, he just still what he please. When I hit the G, I stop strumming and just continue to sing that line. Got to be a joker. Now you can do it whatever way you want, but that's what I find works for me. Now the good thing about playing this song live is that a lot of people in an audience, they think the chorus is about to come there for the come together, and oftentimes I'll notice people chomping at the bit to sing that chorus, but it actually doesn't come until after the second verse. So sometimes it's nice to keep an audience waiting when they're waiting for a chorus of a song. Keep them waiting, play that second verse, and be patient, and eventually get to the chorus, and it tends to have a higher impact that way. So let's go into verse number 2, right? He went on shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he said, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. B minor, come together. G, right now. A, over me. I didn't always play this song on my gigs until about a year ago. Somebody asked for it, and then I tried to play it. I kind of got the chords up in front of me using the tab that I've shared below this video, and I played it really simply like this. In fact, I wasn't using any muting or anything like that. I was just playing the chords, and I was just really taken aback with how much of an impact it had on the audience. And it just goes to show, and this is something I always emphasize with my clients, that when you're playing solo acoustic and you're playing gigs in pubs or bars, people tend to resonate more with the lyrics of what you're singing rather than, whether you're doing fancy stuff with your guitar playing. It's more about the songs being recognizable, and if people know the words, then you've got them on your side automatically. So a song like this that has an iconic chorus with the come together right now, okay? Obviously sang it in the wrong key there, but you get the idea. Any song that has recognizable words, it just works, and it doesn't matter how you're playing it. You can play it really simply like this, and this is how I play it in busy venues. I've got no loopers, I've got no backing tracks or anything like that, and it still works really, really well. So don't be afraid to play stripped back acoustic versions of any song, and just try them out. If they're recognizable, then they should work. So in summary, even just on acoustic guitar, this song really has weight, and vocally it's quite simple to sing. It's just a great option if you're not super confident singing very high. You can change the key, bring it down nice and low, and it's not your typical Beatles sing-along. So that's why I love having it in my set. Sometimes it's nice to surprise people with something that they're not expecting. Now, just a quick side note before we jump to the next song. I always encourage my clients to get out to open mics as soon as possible when you're working through a set list and you're trying to get towards being gig ready, right? Because the truth is, performing live, even just once or twice at an open mic, it just builds way more confidence than weeks of practicing just at home. So open mics are really, really beneficial, but I've also seen people unknowingly or unintentionally kill their own momentum by doing open mics the wrong way. So I put together a free guide called 5 open mic mistakes that kill confidence and how to avoid them. If you are working towards doing gigs and you want to make open mics actually work for you instead of work against you, then I think you'll find this guide quite useful. The link is below this video if you want to grab it for free. All right, let's get on to song number 2. If you want to lift your energy in your set, then this is your jam, and it is Saw Her Standing There. Now, the original key of Saw Her Standing There is in E major, right? She was just 17, but you know what I mean. Right, again, that's quite high. It's definitely too high for me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find different shapes that are simple chords that still work in the same key, first of all, and then we're going to change it using the capo, if that makes sense. Or let me walk you through it. So an E chord is the same as playing an A chord up here on the 7th fret. Okay, it's still an E chord, just playing an A shape up here. But now we have added a capo, which we can now drop a couple of frets, as many as we want, until we find a key that suits our voice, that is a nice bit lower. Let's just try it down. I think I'll bring this one way down actually myself. So let's try it down on the 2nd fret, starting with that A, which makes it in the key of B instead of the key of E. And the chord shapes now, if you transpose it on Ultimate Guitar, the original will open in E, go to transpose and click plus or minus until, as many times as you need to, until the first chord becomes an A. Now that's just to play it along with me right now, if that's what you want to do. So the chords are now going to be A, or you can play an A7 if you want. I like the A7s, or any of the 7 chords for this song sound good. So you can play A or A7, you can play D or D7, and then E or E7, and then there's an F in there as well. So strumming for this one, we're going to go down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. We're going to be doing it much faster than that, but we'll start off slow. So down, 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 up, down, up. Let's get faster. Down, 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 up, down, up. She was just 17, if you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. E7. So how could I dance with another when I saw her standing there? Well, she looked at me and I could see that before too long I'd fall in love with her. She wouldn't dance with another when I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room and I held to her hand in my ear. So we danced through the night and we held each other tight, and before too long I'd fall in love with her. I'll never dance with another when I saw her standing there. So as you can hear, this song it's upbeat, it's full of bounce, and people tend to always recognize it. Also a great one if you want to get people up dancing. It's got that 12-bar blues kind of feel to it. So definitely great one to have up your sleeve. And just for the record as well, these keys that I'm playing them in, these are kind of what work for me. I encourage you to use this capo as much as you want yourself. Figure out the right sweet spot for your voice if you want to drop lower, even for that song, for example, to the 1st fret, or even get rid of the capo entirely. If you have a lower vocal range, then you can play it down here as well. It still sounds great. She was just 17, if you know what I mean. And the So you can really play these songs wherever you want. It doesn't really make a difference to the impact that a song has on an audience. What's most important is that you feel comfortable vocally and that you're playing recognizable songs. So it's time for song number 3. This is a personal favorite of mine. If I want to get myself out of a pickle, if things are not going great, if I'm not getting a vibe from the audience, I pull this one out sometimes and it's just guaranteed to put a smile on people's faces. And it is Here Comes the Sun. Now this song originally in the key of A, capo on the 7th fret, starting on D. Now I don't know any other song where when you play just a chord, you can tell what song it's going to be. There's not many songs that have the capo up this high, and it just gives the song such a unique sound. So as soon as you play that D chord, now for me, singing it up here is actually pretty manageable. It's not too high like some of the other Beatles songs. So the chords, you've got D, you've got G, there's an A7 in there, and then you've got later in the song you've got kind of a run that goes down from G to G with an F sharp bass to E7, A7, and back to D. Now, the way I play this is very simple. I don't do much finger picking or playing around with the left hand very much at all. All I do is I use my baby finger on and off when I'm on the D chord. And that's enough to make the song, instantly recognizable. So darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. So when I get to that bit, here comes the sun, that's when I do this like little bit of a... So I go down, up on the D, and then on the next down, I drop the middle finger, and then on the up, I put it back on. Here comes the sun. This is the most recognizable part of this song that people tend to sing along to. When you play this bit of the song at a gig, I almost always see people just, even if it's quietly to themselves, just singing do-do-do-do. It's just hard to resist. So all I do to replicate that on the guitar is just what I've done there. Here comes the sun, G. Here comes the sun, E7. And I say, it's alright. And then we're going to do this run that goes down from a G to a G with an F sharp bass. That's just the first finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. So G, F sharp bass, E7, A7, and D. So let's do that a little bit quicker. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Then you got an A7 that goes into that. It's like a bridge chord into the last bit of the verse, which is the sun, 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 here it comes. So for that bit, you're just going to play, like if you listen to the original, the timing in this section of the song is really strange. It's like off the beat, completely off the beat. It's actually hard to make sense of it. As long as you play the right chords and sing the lyrics, it doesn't matter if you get the timing perfect or not. I don't think I do it perfectly for this song either. So, sun, 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 here it comes. So you're gonna go F, C, G for sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Now, as I said, this is the original key. If it's too high for you, just drop that capo. Drop it a few frets. It still works perfectly. But this time, the original key, I can just about manage it myself. So let's play a verse and a chorus right through. So. Strumming, we're just going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. cold and cold, lonely winter. Little darling, feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Verse 2. Little darling, smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Okay, and just continue like that. Just play around with this one. It's really fun, and you can kind of play it whatever way you like. People are instantly attracted by those lyrics, and if you can play it up here in the 7th fret, it does give it that unique sound. Alright, song number 4 is a big sing-along, and it is one that is just, I would say, one of the most universally recognizable songs that I play, that people from all countries all around the world, they seem to know this one. For me, it's one of the safest and strongest crowd pleasers out there, and it's just really easy to play, which is the best part. It is Let It Be. So the original key of Let It Be is in C. You've got C, G, A minor, and F. Now, if you're going to try and sing it up there, it's quite high. Let me just show you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So we're going to bring this song lower. Now, what works for me with this song is actually singing it in the key of G. So if you open the tab below this video, transpose it, click the transpose button until the first chord becomes a G chord instead of a C. Instead of it being C, G, A minor, F, it's going to be G, D, E minor, and C. And this is a much more manageable key for me. I always encourage you to do this if you can. Get used to changing the chords, changing the shapes, transposing. It's just a good habit, and it's a good skill to have. So strumming for this one is very simple. We're just going to go with a pretty simple down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And then when you get to that C, you want to, if you can, do that little run down that goes from the C back down to the G, because it kind of mimics the original a little bit. So you're going to go to C. So play that C chord, and then you're going to go on that A string. So 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 0, and then into the G. So let's just do that again. G, D, E minor, C, G, D, C. Right? Very simple, but gives a nice touch to this song. So let's get into it, right? We're going to go, let's pretend I've just done the intro. I'm going to go straight into the song now. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And this really does work with live audiences, just played how I'm playing it right now, like really slow, simple. This is something that I always have to remind my clients who I work with, who are working towards getting paid gigs, is that you can play songs in really simple ways. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be an amazing guitarist. I'm definitely not an amazing guitarist. You'll notice every song that I play, I'm just using basic chords, and I'm just varying the strumming and the rhythm. And the most important thing, if you want to do pub gigs, bar gigs, playing to, you know, people who just want to have a good time. The most important thing is your song choice. If you have recognizable songs, it just makes it so much easier. All right, finally, song number 5. Let's end on a high, shall we? So this song is one of my favorites when, you know, I want to end with a big impact. I want to leave people wanting more, or I want to fill the dance floor. It's like guaranteed. So it is Twist and Shout. So let's play the original key just for a comparison. The original key, you're going to have D, G, and A. Now this is so high. It's so high. It's almost impossible to sing for me anyway. So it's going to go like this. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Man, I sound terrible there, right? I cannot reach the notes at all. It's so high. So for me, I like to change it down to the key of G. So again, use your transpose if you want to play along with me right now. Bring it down to G. So the first chord is G, and it's going to go G, C, D. Now a little cheat on this one is, instead of going G, C, D, going to go G, C add 9, D. So C add 9 is just when you play a G and then you just drop the first and second finger, drop them one string, right? So from here to here, that's C add 9. Much easier to transition to C add 9 than C, especially for a song that's quite fast and, you know, you're going to be changing chords quite quickly. I also just love C add 9 as an alternative to C. A lot of the time I'll just use it anyway. I just think it has that nicer ring to it. So strumming for this one, we're going to go 3 down strums on the G, right? I'm going to slow it down. So down, 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 then an up strum for the C add 9, and then another up for the D. So we're going to go down, 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 up, up. Down, 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 up, up. Okay? Down, 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 up, up. Down, 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 up, up. Down, 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 up, up. Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Monk, monk, mon, now, baby, now. Come on and work it all out. Okay, we're just going to strum like that for verse 1 and 2. Then we're going to get to the so this is all on the D chord. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. If you can sing shake it up, baby, if you can sing the high bit and the low bit, it does add to the song. So shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Monk, monk, mon, baby, now. Come on, baby. Just a really fun song to play. Guaranteed to fill the dance floor. If people are in the mood to get up and move and dance, then it's a great one to have. Works every time for me. So there you have it, 5 tried and tested Beatles songs that you should definitely have up your sleeve. Hope you found this video helpful. And don't forget, if you want that free guide on 5 open mic mistakes to avoid, then grab it below this video for free, and I'll see you in the next one.